Fairy tales can come true, it can happen to you.
What you doing to me? You got me dreamy-eyed and mystified as I can be. Ooh, what you doing to me? You make me feel like I'm about to blow my T.O.P. Oh, what a wonderful thrill. The day you popped the question and I answered yes I will.
Come, my love, I'll tell you a tale of a boy and girl and their love story.
Rakhi Shah, the former Miss India Kenya and editor of Samantha's Bridal Asian Bride, is wedding her Prince Charming, Satwinder Bedi, with the last born of the Shah family confessing to be a little spoiled, the apple of her father's eye, and a bringing up to fit a princess. She will say I do in 3 different weddings, each unique and designed around its own theme. A Fruitopia-themed garden registry, a beautiful and binding Sikh wedding, and to cap it all, an auspicious and emotional Hindu Gujarati nuptials.
My love is like a storybook story.
In this episode, the bride-to-be sits on an antique swing as her fiancé's family announce their intention. Later on, the couple gets engaged in a party with the zebras grazing by and the sun rays reflecting in the pool waters close by, as in the case of Princess Diaries, Bollywood Style Part 1.
A storybook story, but it's as real as the feelings I feel. My love is like...
Rakhi Shah, a Hindu Gujarati, is wedding Satwinder Bedi, a Sikh. And with both being from respective upper-class dignified Indian families, the show cannot get any better. For Rakhi, glamour and glitz is scribbled in almost every page of her diary. Sporting a tiara for former Miss India Kenya, having graced catwalks within and without the country, serving as the editor for the sophisticated Samantha's Bridal magazine, and emceeing for both corporate and high-end social functions, is just a glimpse into this princess's life. But just how did this lovely couple meet? Well, we prefer to let them tell their own story.
It was like on a on-spot meeting. It wasn't planned, it wasn't arranged, it was no surprise date or anything. We met through mutual friends at an event, at a party, in the middle of the night.
For 2-3 months I didn't keep in touch with Rocky, but I kept on bumping into her in Nakuru, in Nairobi. And then I basically said to her, look, I called her up, I said, look, I'm actually free this evening, let's meet for a cup of coffee.
The funny thing is, I actually didn't have the coffee. He had the coffee, I actually had a beer. So I think that kind of got him a bit. He thought, okay, she's a bit not normal, she's a bit extraordinary, there's something different about this girl. For us it was different, we would talk on the phone. If he'd come down for business, then we'd just meet. So, I never thought that this was going to go somewhere. And then it was really weird. We would meet at social functions without even knowing that we were going to be at the same place. Like we met at 2 weddings after that. Then we met in Mombasa randomly. We were staying at the same hotel, had absolutely no idea. His entire family was there, my entire family was there. So, and then we both thought that something somewhere is telling us something. Why do we randomly keep bumping into each other even though we don't talk?
It's funny, I came back and I said to myself, this is interesting, because all the girls I've sort of dated in my past, they've all done the politically correct thing, but this was just way different. And from there on I realized Rocky and I have some sort of a connection, something that's different about her that I like.
In the Indian cultures, girls are not known to drink. They're not expected that if you're going on a coffee date, well, I wouldn't say it was a date. He just asked me for a coffee. So for me, it wasn't a date. And it was a really hot afternoon. It was in the middle of the day. And I really didn't want to have a soft drink. And I really didn't want to have a coffee. I just wanted something cold to relax me, so I just had a beer. And usually in Indian cultures, for a girl, especially for boys trying to woo her, it's not normal. Why would a girl drink beer? They would think something's not right here. Why is this girl drinking beer when I myself am not having an alcoholic drink?
Just what duration is right for courtship? For these two, it was short and beautiful. Something of an intrigue. But just what led to this fast-paced event?
We really gelled straight away. Our intellectual talent together also was very good. We could talk at the same level and tangent.
About 2 years later of a somewhat distant relationship came the proposal, taking the bride-to-be by surprise.
I was quite shocked, so I was like, dude, are you like literally serious? He's like, yeah, why would I go down on my knees? And he's like, I'm waiting for your answer. And you know, for me, it was such a shock. Usually I don't blush, I don't go red. That's not my kind of skin tone. And I could feel a heat wave inside me. And you know, I felt so hot, so I wasn't flustered, but it was all happening. And I wasn't prepared for it because I had absolutely no clue that he was ready to do this now, because we'd just gotten to know each other. And I just said yes. I said yes. I said yes actually 3 times, just the way I did now.
She kept on asking me, are you sure about this? I said, look here, take the phone, call my brother, ask him. So she was really, really like still gobsmacked.
He then told me that he wants to send my parents home to formally ask my hand in marriage through my dad. And then, so I said, okay, I need to go talk to my dad about this, because obviously, this was not expected.
But in spite of the excitement, something was troubling Raki.
So the whole night, it was a little bit of a sleepless night, but at the same time, I was really happy inside, like a little girl, but I was scared. So in the morning, I said, okay, let's wake up. I need to tell Dad because I'm not comfortable. I'm jittering, I'm going up and down. So I was having breakfast with my dad and I spoke to him. And, to my belief, he was so calm, so collected, he was so relaxed. And then, he didn't have an expression at first. So I was like, oh no, oh no, oh no, and I was like, oh, what am I going to do? And then he said, yeah, let's have the family over. I know the family. After he said yes, I felt like 20 kilos of, weight on my shoulders just dropped. And I tell you, that feeling I can still remember till now. It was just amazing. I'm a Hindu Gujarati. That means we talk the dialect Gujarati. They're mainly vegetarians. We don't believe in a lot of things. Like we don't believe in killing animals. Jainism, we follow the whole Jainism period. Whereas Sikhs, they're a completely different caste. And my husband is actually a Sikh. That's a completely different caste. They talk a different dialect. Even when you talk the dialect, Gujaratis find it very difficult to understand what they're saying. They speak very fast. They're known to drink. They're known for their whiskey and beers. And they love their kuku, chicken. They love their meat. So for me, this is a whole new ball game. But otherwise, religious beliefs, they sort of form around the same sector.
As Raki puts it, this is a big, bold step she's taking, and she is not shy to adapt to change for the love of her husband.
I have to change my whole lifestyle, my etiquette, way of walking in terms of their religion. So yeah, it's gonna be an experience and a half. I have to keep my man happy, then I think it's a step that I need to actually venture into.
Shortly after Raki's dad's approval, it is time for the official introduction of the two families. Coming up on Princess Diaries Bollywood Style Part 1, the boy's family travels to the girl's family home where their courtship and intention to marry is announced.
Full of fun seems to be the ideal.
You know what you want when you see it. See it all when Samantha's Bridal Wedding Expo makes your perfect day come alive on the 25th to the 28th of July at Sarit Centre and win big. 5 brides each with their 2 best friends stand a chance to win an all-expenses-paid leisure trip to South Africa. In addition, they also get to attend the South African Wedding Expo.
So am I. It is delightful. It is delicious. It's still lovely.
You can also win a fully paid honeymoon to Mauritius or a weekend getaway to the Fairmont Mount Kenya Safari Club, plus much more. Get your entry coupon in the standard newspapers daily and drop it at the Samantha Bridal Expo Sarit Centre. The more you enter, the more you stand a chance to win. Friends can also participate and nominate a bride. So, if you are a bride-to-be, it's a chance to get your entire bridal party involved. Gather your bridesmaids, parents, and even your fiancé and join us at the Samantha's Bridal Wedding Expo on the 25th to the 28th of July at Sarit Centre. Remember, you must be physically present at the expo to win. Terms and conditions apply. It's the morning of Raki and Sati's initial family meeting. Today, the couple's intentions to marry will be officially made over a luncheon hosted by the girl's father.
गुलाबी सी सुबह शराबी सी हवा भीगी सी भागी सी मेरे बाजुओं में समाए जोगी सी जागी सी कोई प्रेम धुआ सुनाए भीगी सी भागी सी मेरे बाजुओं में समाए जोगी सी जागी सी कोई राम धुआ सुनाए ख्यालों से पले ये जिंदगी चले भीगी सी भागी सी मेरे बाजुओं में समाए जोगी सी जागी सी कोई प्रेम धुआ सुनाए भीगी सी भागी सी मेरे बाजुओं में समाए जोगी सी जागी सी कोई राम धुआ सुनाए
I'm upstairs in my room. I'm just trying to chill, but I'm not really chilling because it's the first time. I'm a little bit nervous because I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to say the wrong things. It's the first stepping stone of going into a new family. So I think this time I'm actually quite nervous. I don't know how to feel. What if I'm not doing the right thing, because I know I've got the support of my dad, but at the end of the day, it's the girl going away. Here I am, got butterflies in my stomach because I'm going to meet his entire family formally. So a little bit scared. But anyways, I came downstairs and I didn't see anybody here. So I was like, okay, what is going on? Is something wrong? So as I came down, I was obviously earlier than time. And it's known as bad luck to go back. So my elders just told me, sit down, and as they come in, just meet them. So they started rolling in, coming in nicely one by one, and it was actually a really nice feeling. They were just so warm, welcoming. They were very bubbly people. My mother-in-law was amazing.
On behalf of Shah family, I welcome you all. And before we start any ceremony, let's have some introduction. From the Bedi family, Jaswinder will do the introduction. And from the Shah family, Rupal will do the introduction. So let's have introduction first.
Thank you. I think I'll start by introducing my dad, J.S. Bedi, and my mom. She's sitting there. My uncle. Mom is Ravinder. My uncle Karnal Singh and my auntie Surinder Kaur.
This is my dad. Tiru, you can call him Tiru. To go round. That's my sister, elder sister Savior, and her husband is here, Minesh. And this is their daughter, Ria. And this is from Mombasa, she's come all the way. This is Kaki, dad's Kaki.
I was just so happy when they all were there. Then we had our official ceremony. They bring a bouquet and there's a whole number of trays. They bring fruit, they bring nuts, 5 kind of nuts. I think they're almonds, pistachios, grapes.
तुम जो आए जिंदगी में बात बन गई इश्क मजहब इश्क मेरी जात बन गई
A little bit of a princessy kind of theme and feeling. I've always been kept as a princess. My dad and my parents have always looked after me as a little one. A little bit spoiled, so I'm not going to deny that. I am a little bit spoiled. So I wanted to sit on a swing and do the ceremony. So I had this theme of roses, and I love, I'm allergic to flowers, most flowers except for roses, lilies, and orchids. So there's not a lot of flowers that we can be using when I will be planning my wedding. So we had purple lilies. Theme was basically, because it's a day event, I wanted day colors. So I decided I want white, purple and pink and green.
Today, Sunday the 27th March 2011, I officially declare the gathering as a couple of Miss Rakhi, daughter of late Mrs. Kanchan, and Mr. Dheerajlal Bhagwanji Shah, to Mr. Satwinder Singh Bedi, son of Mrs. Ravinder Kaur and Mr. Janil Singh Bedi, and to us all for adjoining here to become a big happy family.
We have a little bit of a sweet milk, it's called in the Gujaratis. We have sweet milk to say, okay, this is a blessing, and have a little bit of sweet to congratulate this function. They're a very nice family. I can't find a better match than Sati at this point. My dad is very happy. So, seeing my father really happy makes me happy. My sisters are both very excited. So, now we feel there's like a family event happening, something good is happening. And I think I'm ready to move on from the single life.
The two families then proceed to have lunch before the boys' side leaves for Nakuru. up on Princess Diaries Bollywood Style Part 1, Sati and Raki get officially engaged in a wild setup and later celebrate it with a night of dancing.
Fun seems to be the ideal.
You know what you want when you see it. See it all when Samantha's Bridal Wedding Expo makes your perfect day come alive on the 25th to the 28th of July at Sarit Centre and win big. 5 brides each with their 2 best friends stand a chance to win an all-expenses-paid leisure trip to South Africa. In addition, they also get to attend the South African Wedding Expo.
Because so am I. It is delightful. It is delicious. It's still lovely.
You can also win a fully paid honeymoon to Mauritius or a weekend getaway to the Fairmont Mount Kenya Safari Club, plus much more. Get your entry coupon in the standard newspapers daily and drop it at the Samantha Bridal Expo Sarit Centre. The more you enter, the more you stand a chance to win. Friends can also participate and nominate a bride. So, if you are a bride-to-be, it's a chance to get your entire bridal party involved. Gather your bridesmaids, parents, and even your fiancé and join us at the Samantha's Bridal Wedding Expo on the 25th to the 28th of July at Sarit Centre. Remember, you must be physically present at the expo to win. Terms and conditions apply. After the initial introduction and approval of both Raki and Sati's family, came the formal engagement party, otherwise known as the Rukai. Sati's family hosts the ceremony in Nakuru, a 2 hours drive from Raki's family home in Nairobi.
It's a secret location. They haven't told us where the engagement is yet. So that I'm a little bit worried about because I hope the dresses that I'm going to wear and my family's going to wear is, I'm sure they've thought about it, that I don't boil and I don't start sweating and, you know, my hair doesn't fall apart if it's windy.
Unlike in many Indian ceremonies, it's the groom's side who wait for the bride's family arrival.
I'm wearing a really heavy outfit today. I'm wearing a bright pink with a little tinge of purple in it, fully embroidered at the edges all the way. It weighs almost about 3 kilos to 4 kilos. And I'm going to wear my mom's ornament today that my dad wants me to wear it. We have a lot of nuts, we've got flowers, we've got trays all designed and laid out, all covered, and it's only tradition that men hold them and take them. So I've got all my uncles, my brothers, my close friends, they're all holding trays and they're actually going to take it as a welcome that, you know, we've arrived. And please accept our offerings from our girls' side to the boys' side.
देखा तुम्हें तो आराम आया दबी दबी सांस में सुना था मेरे बोले बिना मेरा नाम आया पलकें झुकी और उठने लगी तो हौले से उसका सलाम आया रोज ही दिल की आग उठाकर हाथ पे लेकर चलना है तेरे बिना बिना तेरे बूंद बूंद अब रात रात भर जलना है तू मिले ना मिले ये हंसी सिलसिले वक्त के सख्त है
I'm really excited because I've just seen my engagement cake. There's apparently a cake and it's in the theme, which is amazing. It's a zebra theme, and as I said, we've got zebras just behind us, so it feels beautiful.
सुनाओ प्यार की एक कहानी एक था लड़का एक थी लड़की दीवानी आओ सुनाओ प्यार की एक कहानी
I've seen Sati. He looks absolutely gorgeous. I haven't seen him for a couple of months, so you know we've been busy. We've been traveling, and it's been quite hectic because we've been organizing over the phone what to do and what not to do. And just seeing him has really calmed me down. You know, he's ready there. He's waiting for me to get up on the stage, sit next to him, be a part of his life, and that just makes me feel so good, you know, inside. It makes me feel like, wow, this is actually real.
As we begin, we shall take blessings from the Almighty. Gyaniji, can we please have the prayer, Ardas? Can we be all upstanding for the prayer? And, if possible,
तुझे अरदास हमारी जीवन सब तेरा कहना सब तेरी वड्याई कोई नाव न जाने मेरा तीने ताप निवारण हारा दुखंता सुख रास
After inviting the presence of God, the couple's parents exchange garlands to symbolize acceptance and appreciation.
ही होते हैं खफा जाने तू बातें सारी कटती है रातें सारी जलते
The groom-to-be has his close family members bestow gifts and blessings upon him before he's joined by his fiancée, who has all along been sitting among the guests.
So the animals all behind. I'm so excited. I can't believe, this is like an out of Africa experience. I'm actually in the bush getting engaged. What more could I want? So the surprise has really been an amazing surprise. Well done to the boys' side. They've done a great job. I'll be a little bit nervous because from today on I'm officially going to be a Betty person in terms of, I have to be able to live the single life now and be with a companion, which I'm looking forward to. I'm actually now having my ceremony, and the ring that he's just given me, it's beautiful. And the way he did it, you will not believe it. He actually put it in the cake. So he picked it out from the zebra cake and he put it on my finger. To me, that is something very unique. I think you've got to really be extraordinary to think in such a manner, because the ideal way I would have thought was just do the ideal out of the box and put it on the finger. So hats off to Sati. He's really thought this well.
Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love. Everyone, come on! Congratulations, I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Who would believe that I could be happy and contented? Had years before I met you, when I let you walk into my heart. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations, I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. I was afraid that maybe you thought you already loved me, and I was only fooling myself to think you loved me.
Today's a very special day. It's a very special day for Rakhi and Sati. He's got a very fine education in the UK. He's got a very successful business. He's got a very loving family. And above all, he's got a very charming, good-looking bride-to-be. But that's not all. Let me give you a scorecard about Rakhi. She is no less accomplished. Rakhi's got a degree from King's College. She's got a degree from Imperial in Health Management, and I think she'll certainly need that when she's dealing with Sati. Besides, she's got her own business, a business called The Box Company. And besides, she's also an editor of a magazine called The Asian Bride. I think that's going to become pretty useful over the next few months. But above all, I think I will admire Rakhi for taking care of her family in their times of need. We welcome you to our family. The first thing is there are 3 commandments. Rakhi is the best. Rakhi is always right. The third commandment, if in doubt, refer to 1 and 2.
Done with the engagement ceremony, the guests interact over cocktails before breaking for a sumptuous late lunch come dinner.
Gadis riang ceria, tersenyum manis dan tertawa, debu pasir kota mulia, hinggap di pipimu.
Gonna have a lovely Lebanese dinner, I've been informed. Lots of shawarmas, loads of pita bread, loads of lamb. So let's see how the night proceeds.
Terpatri janji hidup bersama, kini kau kasih insan mulia, teman suka dan duka, bersama harungi segalanya. Cemburumu bukan lagi rahsia, tanda kasih padu di jiwa. Aisyah, Aisyah istimewa, Aisyah, Aisyah si merah, Aisyah, Aisyah wanita mulia. Oh, Aisyah, Aisyah kau setia, cintamu cinta abadi, ke akhir hayat kau di sisi, halaman Allahmu yang suci, tempat kekasihmu bersemadi. Oh, Aisyah, Aisyah istimewa. Oh, Aisyah, Aisyah si merah, dan ujian melanda, badai fitnah semua menimpa. Hentikan derayan air mata, kerana Tuhanmu tetap berkuasa, menjadi pelindung dan terjelas segalanya. اسمك عائشة يا سيدتي.
For Hindu Gujaratis, meat is a no-no. And with Sati's family professing the Sikh faith, the bride-to-be might just be having her first orientation.
The cocktails were a fabulous hit. I think by the end of the night, everybody's going to be sleeping all over the place in the whole park. You should actually see some of the faces from my end of the family because, like I said, we Gujaratis are not meat eaters, and this was a fully fledged meat feast. And they had piglets roasting, and some of the old women, they are absolutely shocked. They cannot imagine seeing piglets being twirled around the roasters. Some of them are horrified, but it was a good evening all in all. I think they need to accept that this is how the world works. The whole barbecue is a hit. I just wonder if some of the ladies are going to have nightmares tonight, but hopefully that would happen. We're having our first dance, and obviously we've got our close family and friends dancing with us. This is actually something that might shock you as a crowd. This is actually the first time I'm dancing with Sati. I've never danced with him, so I don't even know what it feels like to hold his hand and dance. If he's going to be a good dancer, if I'm going to be a terrible dancer, if we're going to match as a couple dancing. But I think we did quite well. I'll let you people judge how we danced.
Sentimos mutuo amor profundo y con eso
Ya ganamos lo más grande de este mundo. Nos amamos, nos besamos como novios.
To summarize a night, I've never seen my husband-to-be dance this much in my life. He's actually danced for 12 hours. I've never seen him dance like this. My dad actually had to ask him, Sati, are your feet okay? Even I was getting worried. Then my dad said, how are you going to keep up with this man? He loves being on his feet. And I said, Dad, you know what? If you love a man, you've got to do what you've got to do sometimes. And my dad was, I think, pretty impressed to hear that reply, to see that, I actually do care for this boy. And I do love him from the bottom of my heart.
Part of the guests from Nairobi bid farewell and leave, while the rest of the party continue through the evening and carry on into a night of festivity. For the Indians, a wedding is never a 1 or 2 day affair, and this last-born princess of the Shah family is saying her vows in a record 3 times. First, the Fruitopia-themed civil registry hosted by her dad, then the colourful Sikh wedding in honour of her husband-to-be's faith, and lastly, the auspicious Hindu-Gujarati wedding. But in between, there are days of shopping, food sampling, a whole week of dinner and lunches with the family, the highly enchanted Mendi party, and to crown it all, the 1,500 handshakes dinner for the princess.
Come, my love, I'll tell you a tale of a boy and girl and their love story.
So join us in our next show as we accompany Rakhi and the ultimate planner, her middle sister RuPaul, as they script down this Indian glamour and splendor in the Princess Diaries Bollywood style Part 2.
My love is like a storybook story, but it's as real as the feelings I feel.
What are your sentiments regarding today's show? Please visit us on our Facebook fan page Samantha's Bridal, follow us on Twitter at sbridal_Kenya, or simply go to www.samanthasbridal.co.ke. Discussions are going on now.
The night is young, the skies are clear, and if you wanna go walking, dear, it's delightful, it's delicious, it's lovely. I understand the reason why you're sentimental, 'cause so am I. It's delightful, it's delicious, it's lovely. You can tell at a glance what a swell night this is for romance. You can hear dear Mother Nature murmuring low. Let yourself go, so please be sweet, my chickadee. And when I kiss you, just say to me, it's delightful, it's delicious, it's delectable, it's delirious, it's dilemma, it's